This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's podcast day. My name is Eddie Lyon, and I wonder what the Pokemon equivalent to clopping is.
Nothing good.
No.
Nothing good at all. Don't look that up. Don't Google that. Don't do any of that.
Google it and
Save
get
your
back to me.
sanity.
Google it and get back to me. I'm into some weird shit lately.
Google it, and if you're interested, hit me up.
Holla at your boy.
That's just what's doing it lately.
It is deviant. It is a sickness.
Of the highest order.
With me, as always, is Cole Simper.
Shalom.
Motherfucker.
Wow. Wow.
You saw that, right? The tweet that... Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Fucking got my ass.
Jesus Christ.
Mazel tov.
Oh, muzzles. Fucking shit. Derek Reese.
What are you doing in my house, and why is my innocent young child wearing the Devil Squeeze box?
Holy shit. Where's that from?
The new Weird Al movie.
Is it, you
It's
said
fucking
good.
hilarious.
Yeah, you said it's good. And it's only available on Roku.
Well, yeah, but you can just Google the Roku channel, and you don't even have to sign up.
Yeah.
But you can just Google Roku channel and watch it right there.
Well, not only that, Weird Al also came out and was like, hey, just pirate it.
Oh,
Who
well,
gives a fuck? Just watch it.
I mean, you don't need to spend the time, though. It's right there.
Yeah.
And Angela Wooden.
Ree!
Zoink, Scoob.
No, you gotta
Roll.
go, Zoinks!
Like wolves.
Hey, Scoob!
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Nick Lewis couldn't be with us today. He has the employment's mud butts. He's working. He had to work.
But he also really has mud butt
Yeah, this is true.
at work.
Every time we say that one of us has mud butt, it's because we have mud butt.
He's got the real mud butt.
And we are the Nerd Corporation.
A podcast.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, that's what this is.
That's what we are.
Okay.
Welcome to episode 173. Oh yeah, one of them, Pokemon Black and Blue. We are going to be shooting the shit and doing a segment of what you're playing. But first, let's get on with the nerd news. Sad news for all of us Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fans. We lost our beloved Green Ranger. Jason David Frank has passed away at 49 of a suicide. And that hurts my heart a lot. Because I'm a very big Power Rangers fan. And of course, Tommy was the dopest one.
Well, and I mean, from every account I've ever heard of him, Jason David Frank was just the dopest person anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And his influence was like everywhere. I mean, the New Day themselves, they had White Ranger and Green Ranger ring gear for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they also just, after his death posted a picture of them in the gear. Again.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Horrifyingly sad. Just fucking awful.
And it's crazy because it's like everybody, like the entire world is feeling it.
Yeah.
Like nobody as far as I've seen has been like, oh, fucking,
Right?
yeah, whatever. It's just some other dude.
And it's what, a week after we lost Kevin Conroy?
Yeah, like a week or two, dude. Like
2 weeks?
Yeah,
Something like that?
losing JDF and Kevin Conroy in the same month, that is ridiculously hard.
It's a rough week for 90s kids.
Right?
Dude.
Seriously, dude, because it was just like, oh man. And now I'm off watching fucking Power Rangers again because
Yeah.
like it's just crazy, man. It sucks. And Tommy Oliver will live forever, and everybody, he's off. He's one with the morphing grid now, at the risk of sounding cheesy, but condolences to his family, his friends, and most of all his fans.
So
Be missed.
obviously, it goes without saying, mental health. Take care of yourselves.
Please, if you ever feel like you are going through feelings of suicide, there is a helpline out now. I believe it's 988 to reach out, because I mean, this was the last person I had expected
Oh, right.
that would die of a suicide.
Do me a favor. Go outside. And I don't mean that like, you know, in the typical touch grass, mean-spirited way. I mean, go outside. Look at how things are outside and just realize that, you know, shit does get better. Sunshine don't hit right when you're inside all day.
Well, and also, I mean, you know, find what works for you, because there's not going to be a cookie cutter fix all for like, oh, well, if you're depressed, do X and then you'll be happy.
Right.
Like, that's not how anything fucking works.
Find your coping mechanism. And
Well, not only that, but there's also like the stigma on, you know, males not sharing their, you know, their
Right.
feelings and everything. And
Right.
it's like, that's obviously something that we need to get a lot more comfortable with.
That's why I overshare.
yeah. And boy, does he overshare.
If it means that we still get to keep your company, then I would rather have that.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. There is one last project of Jason David Frank
Yes.
that we will be able to see next year. It's called the Legend of the White Dragon.
Fully fan funded.
Fully fan funded, being produced by Bat in the Sun. If you don't know who Bat in the Sun is, they're famous for their superpower beatdowns, where they film two super people from different universes fighting each other.
Okay.
They had a long relationship with Jason David Frank, where it was like the Green Ranger versus, I think it was Sub-Zero or something like that. Great company. I've been following them throughout their years in Superpower Beatdown. Great cinematography and things like that.
Production.
So they're going to be making the movie's already in post production. It'll be out sometime in 2023. This movie has a bunch of people in it. James Madsen,
Okay.
the guy that plays Diggle in The Arrow.
Oh, dope. I love that guy so much.
One of the guys from the Double Dragon, the 90s movie.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like people that were in different seasons of Power Rangers. So you have Serena Vincent, who was Yellow Ranger Maya in Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Sierra Hanna, who was Yellow Ranger Gia in Power Rangers Megaforce. And Jason Font, who was the Red Ranger Wes from Power Rangers Time Force. So this is like kind of like a Power Rangers offshoot. Like, it isn't directly connected to Power Rangers, nor is it a Power Ranger movie. So the White Dragon, Eric Reed, which is Jason David Frank, has returned home to Virtuo City 3 years after being defeated in a colossal battle against the ancient overlord Ashtagor. The crystal he used to become the White Dragon was broken in two as a result of the epic battle, and both pieces were subsequently lost. Being blamed for the destruction and collateral lives lost, his identity was outed after the battle, thus making him a fugitive from the law. We now follow Eric on his journey as he teams up with treasure hunters from the past who help him reclaim his power as the White Dragon. Once reunited with his powers, Eric and his team are now ready to battle a new threat, Dragon Prime, who seeks revenge against the White Dragon. Eric must now try and defeat Dragon Prime in order to get one step closer to clearing his name and being able to protect his family from Ashtagor, who still lurks in the darkness.
Interesting.
It's pretty much Power Rangers.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
very
the costumes are even really Power Ranger-esque. But
Yeah, like
fancy.
I did see this.
Yeah. And it's crazy. But, you know, rest in peace, Jason David Frank. We hope you ain't hurt no more. And, you know, hopefully we'll see you fighting baddies in the blue somewhere.
So Misty and I went and saw Wakanda Forever,
I saw it this weekend.
and it was pretty fucking dope.
It was amazing.
It was really cool. Like, I mean, just the scope of the scenery and everything was just amazing.
Absolutely.
It was just gorgeous.
Just everything that you loved from Black Panther and all of the like wonderment
Right.
as far as like this city that's hidden away from everything. This land Atlantis, if you will. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was super, super cool. And seeing Namor and Talokan, and I really, you see, I'm usually pretty lax when it comes to movies retconning what, you know, a hero or villain comes from and stuff. And this is one of those times where I was just like really excited about it.
See, I mean, like, I wasn't super excited about it, but at the same time, I understand it. Like, to me, like, I love the overly fantastical elements of, like, hey, this is a completely weird, random thing. But, like, I also thought it was really cool the way that they did it and the way that they tied it in to sort of make it more grounded in reality, more based in things that people are familiar with, you know?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And like it was just so cool to see that like Mesoamerican feel
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
to something like, because like Wakandan is like this whole like African, you know, tribe type of thing, right? And I feel like it made sense.
Yeah, I mean, it like within the scope of the story, it makes sense that these two groups of people would sort of be rivals. Mm-hmm. And I mean, also outside the movie, it makes sense too, because of course, you know, you don't want it to seem too similar to Aquaman, and you don't want, like, I mean, you want to start getting people's toe dipped into mutants. So you don't want to just bombard them with like, here's a whole race of mutants. Like, no, everybody's pretty much normal. There was just this thing that happened, and this one guy, like, you know.
I love that. They actually said that that Namor was a mutant.
They did, yeah.
He's like, I'm a mutant. You
Good
know?
deal.
And I'm just like, yes,
Good.
this is that. This
Another
is that
seed planted.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm really excited, and I mean, Tenoch Huerta. I mean, that dude knocked it out of the park.
So good.
For this being his first like big movie,
Yeah.
like knocked it out of the park.
Good deal.
So good.
I really enjoyed it, and like you see it a lot in like the combat styles too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of this like brutish shoulder bashing, elbow using, like it was.
Savage.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, savage would probably be the best word to use. You know what I mean? Like it was just cool. It was cool. Seeing Ironheart.
Mm-hmm.
Ironheart
Who is
was
Ironheart.
Ironheart is she's like a Iron Man spinoff.
Yeah.
She's just really like tech savvy person, just like
Tony Stark light.
Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like she grew up, you know, rebuilding cars with her dad, and her dad would just give her free reign of his garage, so she'd just start building. Shit.
Okay.
And so she built an Iron Man suit
Nice.
herself.
Does she build like a reactor and everything?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a reactor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to have some sort of power source.
But it was so cool. It was just so cool. And man, she had a fatty.
Oh, damn, did she? Dump truck.
I
That's
mean,
like an onion.
wagon, bro.
Yeah, people are big mad about the fact that Wakanda Forever is doing so much better than Black Adam as well,
I
which
wonder why.
I fucking love.
So is it just because it's too like black centric movies that
No.
are going head to head, or like, well, I don't understand the rivalry besides it being Marvel and DC.
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much
That's
it.
pretty much it.
That's pretty fucking shallow.
Which, I
dude.
mean-
Black Adam was supposed to be the savior.
Yeah.
Like Black Adam was supposed to bring back.
I thought it was though. It sounded like
well,
people
look,
were
it's
fucking with that movie.
I liked it. it was way better than any movie, in my opinion, way better than any movie that David Ayer or Zack Snyder put out for
Zack
DC.
Snyder.
Like, God, way better.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's a low bar. So it was good, not great, would be
Yeah.
like my overall assessment of Black Adam. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was fun, it was cool, but like yeah.
So with Wakanda Forever, I'm, obviously I'm not any kind of authority on this, so don't take my opinion seriously really at all, but I'm chronically on Twitter. I love watching people just absolutely tear each other apart on Twitter. And it seems like this movie is very split, 50-50. Either you hate it or you actually really enjoyed it. So, and it makes sense too, because like, man, the showrunner, or not the showrunner, I don't know if there is a showrunner for movies, but like the director, the writer, the cast, they all had this insurmountable fucking problem with the death of Chadwick Boseman. And it's like, that had to have been so fucking detrimental to that story that like you had to completely rewrite major plot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
And like that's one thing that people are like, well, that's the only reason it did so much better is because everybody's so sad about Chadwick Boseman, and so that's why Black Panther did better. Like look, man,
Black Panther was going to do what it was going to do.
At the same time, dude, Black Panther was a fucking huge moment for Black America. That was a huge fucking moment. Like, it was a big deal, dude. So it was like you're coming up, like you're following up that huge fucking moment where, and of course, everything's political now. Like, so of course, the Black Panther movie is going to be political too.
Right.
But like, it was like a genuine moment of like, hey, representation.
Well, not only that, to add the Latino community into it, because you didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to make Namor Mesoamerican. They could have just gone with the Namor story and it would have been fine.
Yeah.
Make fucking Hugo Weaving Namor and you would have been cool. Like everything would have been fine. But to add that extra element of Latin representation to it, there was no way this movie was going to fail.
right.
Yeah.
There are going to be so many Latin babies next year named Namor that it's or Tenoch. Like,
and plus it's the second movie in the series, and the first movie did so well. Like, of course, the second movie is going to do huge numbers. So I don't know why anyone thought Black Adam was going to blow it out of the water to begin with. Because it's just the Rock being the Rock. It's just
That's some silly shit.
It's
dude.
just the Rock kicking ass.
Yeah, like the Rock only has one gear, and that's the Rock. Like that's it.
That makes it, and that's what makes him his money.
Yeah,
So
of course.
Black Panther win like awards. Isn't it like one of the first Marvel movies that actually won like that got proper recognition?
I'm not sure. I believe, but I'm not 100%.
That was another thing that really stood out about the original Black Panther movie too. Is like it was authentic. It was authentically that culture. Like, it seemed, and of course, I've never seen the movie. I'm just outsider looking in. It looked like Wakanda as a whole was basically just like this massive sticking point for that movie, where it was like, I don't know. It's funny to watch all this shit happen because it's people are being really hard on Phase 4 of Marvel, and I can tell. I mean, everybody can tell. It's I think that the comments that I had about Marvel before are starting to stick with people more and more, just in the terms of like, hey, maybe we can pump the brakes a little bit. I've been seeing piece after piece after piece about like, like, do we need to have like such a multimedia approach to media now? Like, do we have to? It's the same thing with like Horizon Zero Dawn and them wanting to do, like, they're doing a Netflix series of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Fuck outta
and
here.
we're getting a VR spin-off, and like they're like really running this shit into the ground. And I see that as like they're trying to like take that Marvel way of doing things of like story building and world building and everything and make it so it's this multimedia presence.
Yes.
And
So
go ahead.
So Black Panther was nominated for Academy Award for Best Music, Best Costume Design, the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, the MTV and TV Movie Award for Best Villain, and the Academy Award for Best Production Design. More. There was a ton more, but you get it won a fuck ton of awards. But going back to your comment about Phase 4 and how people, I really think it's because it's not the original cast
Yeah.
from the first 3 phases. You know what I mean? Like it's not the original Avengers. It's not Captain America. It's not fucking.
It's a build phase.
Yeah,
We're building towards something else.
It's Marvel Phase 1 all over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I just remember, like, the whole Wakanda Pride thing was like fucking huge. Like it's a big deal, and like I can see people being upset. Like it was basically just like a victim of hype. Like people hyped this thing up to be way more than it was, and I really like the main thing that I think of is like I think about that director, I think about that writer, I think about that cast, and just that insurmountable fucking challenge of like, what do we do now?
yeah, like that rewrite, because after Chadwick Boseman, like there really wasn't going to be another T'Challa that would have been suitable.
I have a lot of sympathy for those situations because that's gotta suck so much.
And for them to completely rework this story and turn it into something good, because half of the time that doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or a good percentage of the time rewriting something like that does not work.
Mm.
And for them to rewrite it and have it be this success that it is fucking mind-blowing.
When did recently what happened? I know that this happens all the time, but like there was a more recent example of like the main actor dying and they had to completely rewrite. I can't remember what it was, but like it's almost impossible.
Well, even with like Paul Walker.
Paul Walker was a big one.
And the Fast and the Furious.
But they had like some elegance in how they did that. Like, he's just getting out.
They had a lot of really nice moments in the movie for Chadwick.
Yeah, it sounds like there was.
Yeah,
some
and at the end of the movie, they did a really beautiful thing, which I won't spoil, but
yeah, the end credits was very special.
It was amazing. It was really, really well done.
Did they begin the movie with the so the Marvel slideshow that like of the comic books? That,
was so cool.
Did they do that?
Yeah,
So
it was
sweet.
all Chadwick. It was all Black Panther.
So not only was it all Chadwick and Black Panther,
Yeah.
there was no music behind it.
Yeah.
It was just like this super surreal fucking, like I'm getting chills just
That's
like fucking
rough.
talking about
That's rough.
It was like a moment of silence and nobody said
Like, I was
anything.
tearing the fuck up right from the get-go.
Dude, like, and it's so crazy because everybody, like almost everybody in unison realized that this was a moment of silence for Chadwick Boseman because nobody said anything in the theater when I was in there. No music. The banners were coming up. Chadwick, Wakanda Forever, him smiling like just fucking beautiful.
Well, it wasn't just like pictures from the movies and stuff, but it was also like behind the scenes set. Like it was an actual like actual footage of Chadwick Boseman. It wasn't just Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like it was like him as a person.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
And it was just like all like in purple fucking marbles. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tribute to him.
The only example that I can think of off the top of my head is Carrie Fisher in the Star Wars the sequel trilogy of like, hey, when did she die? She died before the 8th movie came out, and they had
20.
So they had to do a whole bunch of weird shit with her.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like it was kind of messy, and it was like, like super Leia flying through fucking space.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It was 2016. So you were close.
Damn, bro.
That's funny because it was my first guess, and then I second guessed myself.
Always
Yeah, it seems like people are either digging it or kind of hard on it. And the people that are like hard on it, it's like, really, dude.
It's like really nitpicky.
Like, really, you're really gonna hate on it? Like, it's I don't know.
movie was great. Weird Sense didn't share the same sympathies. But
Yeah, so what's up with that? What, like, did you talk to him? I saw the comments on Facebook, but I didn't. Have you not?
That was really all it was.
That's it?
I feel like he was expecting a lot more.
You kind of proved him wrong, though.
I did.
You came with facts.
Yeah.
And you were like, yo, shut up.
Well, he was like, he said that they did Talokan, which is the underground city, was like they did it dirty, right? Like that it was, they did it so wrong. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, it wasn't Atlantis. And he was just like, sorry that all they gave you was some kind of cultural something and jade. And like I think his gripe was that the Mesoamerican Talokan wasn't featured enough, or when it was featured against Wakanda, it paled in comparison. And I was like, well, it is called Wakanda forever. Like, it's supposed to be the main focal point. But, you know.
Wakanda's its own planet, right?
No, it's its own country.
It's its own country.
It's its own country in the world, like on Earth.
Yeah, in
It's
Africa.
on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it
just
was on
like
its own planet.
No, it's just like completely
Fake gas nerd.
It's just completely like sealed off from the world. Like they
Like
have,
it's invisible.
Yeah, they have like technology where like you like
It cloaks it, completely masks
Okay,
it, so no one knows that it's there.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, so I think his gripe was that the culture wasn't showcased well enough, which is like a legitimate
Which culture?
The
Talokan.
Talokan.
Which is Talokan?
Talokan is where Namor is from, which is like the Mesoamerican Inca Mayan type culture.
Yeah, okay.
So I feel like he feels like it wasn't like presented well enough as the Incan Mayan Mesoamerican culture,
Okay.
which is a legitimate like viewpoint, but like these are both fictional cities.
Yeah.
You know, like it
It
wasn't.
doesn't exist, my boy.
It
Stay
was
mad.
It wasn't meant to be something like it wasn't meant to be like a complete 1-to-1 of just because Wakanda
Yeah,
isn't the
it's
same way.
and it's not the central focus.
That is a
it's
very
just
weird sense ass problem to have.
We love you and we value your opinion, Weird Sense,
Absolutely.
but
Keep making them.
you're kind of wrong on this one, buddy.
it's just one of those hyperfixations. I feel like
You wrong, though.
Love you, but you're wrong though. And I was
know-
like, well, I thought it was great, and he's like, well, you're allowed to like the things you like.
Oh, you.
I mean, I
bitch.
would
hate
have
it when
enjoyed seeing more of it. You know, I get that,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
but it didn't diminish my enjoyment of the movie.
Absolutely, as the token Latin representative, you know what I mean.
That's right.
You know, I am all about, and I am such a simp for Latin representation in anything. The representation that we did get was suitable for me. You know.
Yeah. Weird. It was good for the Mexican, so shut up.
I'm not a Mexican. I'm not a Mexican. Where's that from? Oh, that's from Clueless.
Oh, right.
She's from El Salvador.
I'm not a Mexican. I love that lady.
Go see Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Let's be honest. You probably already did, and you're going to go see it again, or, you already did see it, and you're never going to see it again. 'cause you
See,
fucking
I
hate
saw it in 3D, which was fun, but like, it's not remotely necessary.
I hate 3D.
it. I feel like 3D lost its necessity like years ago, where it was
Well,
like,
it's only-
why would you?
It's only cool as a novelty thing, like where, if the movie is intentionally putting things in there to jump out at you and stuff like that, then that's fucking cool. But this was like, they didn't do that at any point in this. It was just like, it just gave you some cool depth and everything.
Yeah, it's
like,
just more
which was awesome. And it was like $2, so I thought, fuck.
I feel, yeah, no, I
But-
get that. They make their money off of, obviously 3D is like more, it's beneficial because like they're planning on you taking like you and your 13 kids to that 3D movie where they're making like an extra $30 of, you know what I mean, like off
Right.
those fucking 30-cent 3D glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's I'm very spiteful of 3D because I was like, this is really cool. It could be a lot more than what it really was or what it really is. And it really never became more than what you were saying. Like it's like, oh, there's like 4 or 5 moments in the movie where it's like it pops out and it's supposed to either scare you or, you know,
Just be trippy.
surprise you.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Like I remember the only movie that I remember thinking like, okay, this actually brings some kind of value to this movie is Avatar.
Spy Kids
Seeing-
3D.
You know,
And
you know what I
Spike
saw in 3D that I thought was cool as hell? My Bloody Valentine.
Oh,
You
yeah.
remember that with Jensen?
The Final Destination.
Final Destination in 3D was fucking rad,
Yeah,
dude.
the My Bloody Valentine with Jensen Ackles was pretty fucking cool. Actually, like I had a blast. It was fun.
That was when it was first starting out, and it was cool. I remember that, and it was like, oh yeah, we should go see it in 3D. But Avatar was the one where I was like, this is really the only movie where I feel like it gets like an immersion, like a genuine boost to the immersion.
Right.
Even though I fucking hate Avatar, but it's, you know what I mean. Like it's fuck that movie.
Eddie perked up like, what did you hate Avatar?
You don't like, or you like Avatar?
I love that.
You love Avatar? No way. Why? What the fuck?
Cole
It's
just-
Pocahontas.
Cole just hates things that the majority of people like.
I'm not. Nick.
Oh, weird sense.
No. I'm not Nick.
Fucking hipster. I loved it. I thought it was cool.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I loved it. Me and my kids used to watch it all the time. We loved it.
I like it. I just think it's long.
I mean, I thought it was cool to watch once, but I've never cared to watch it again.
Me and my kids watched it all the fucking time.
The one thing that I agree with you, London, on
Okay.
is that it's Pocahontas.
It's Pocahontas.
It's Fern
Well,
Gully.
yeah.
It's
Pocahontas.
Ferngully. Yeah.
It's Pocahontas. It's Fern Gully. Yeah, but how many times has that story been told and been good still?
I get that. I
You're just racist. You hate blue people.
fuck blue people, man.
Oh, you're not gonna like Wakanda Forever then.
Oh no.
Blue people. Yeah, that's fucking great.
No, I more hated Avatar because it was like, look at how fucking great it is, and I'm like, it's aggressively fine. Like it's
Yeah.
a fucking fine movie.
Right, like I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to die on
is
the
the
Avatar
peak of
hill.
cinema.
Yeah.
The James Cameron dick writing is something that's like out of this fucking world.
James
Like,
Cameron took 10 years to make this one. Yeah, he took 10 years to make the other one too. Like, fuck,
that's why he's made 3 fucking movies.
like, fucking, it was this and then what, vampires before? Like,
And I'm sorry, he's got a better track record than fucking Zack Snyder. That's
or
for sure.
or Michael Bay.
Yeah,
I thought
for
you were-
real.
That's where I thought you were going. Was
Oh
Michael
no,
Bay.
yeah, no, fuck Michael Bay.
Easy.
I'll take
easy.
Snyder over Bay.
Easy with the Bay shit.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't take. Zack
I love Transformers.
I hated Transformers. The first one was okay.
I didn't like the Bumblebee movie.
The first one was okay, but I hated the rest of them.
I loved Bumblebee, actually. I thought it was funny to see fucking Mark Wahlberg, you know.
And I
Transformer.
fucking hate those goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
I have not watched them,
I don't
but I
hate
do
them.
know that they have
So much.
Megan Fox in them, which was
That's another reason I hate
a redeeming quality of the Transformers.
Oh, see, that's why I hate them.
Bunga, it is.
Like, the only reason I liked the second Transformers movie was because we got to see Krang.
Das Vidane.
Live
That means
action.
goodbye.
You mean
live
Teenage
action
Mutant Ninja
Krang.
Turtles?
Or, what did I say?
Transformers.
Oh, did I? Oh, yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, that's the only reason I liked the second one was
I was going to totally
see
agree with you
Krang.
because the second Transformers movie is fucking awesome because of those little racist fucking Transformers that they have.
They're pretty funny.
Hey, man, you ain't got to do nothing of that, man.
The one had a gold tooth. It was just so out of fucking pocket. It's not. It's like, is this
No, I mean,
what
they
Michael
had-
Bay thinks black people
they had
are?
fine elements, but like, yeah, for me it was just like, all right, cool, another explosion movie. Yeah,
Hey, yo, check out my grill.
Oh my fucking. That's perfect. You got the voice down, dude.
But yeah, no, seeing Krang live action was dope as fuck. Like that made me happy.
Oh, these motherfucking Decepticons want to jump on a set, son?
But those turtles are ugly as fuck.
Those turtles are ugly.
They are
dude.
ugly
They
as
are
fuck.
fugly, bro. Like,
And like, I don't care if you're gonna have Megan Fox in your movie, but you're gonna seriously make her the fucking iconic April O'Neil. Fuck you.
yeah, eat shit
Fuck
for that one,
you.
Michael Bay. Yeah, making Megan Fox April O'Neil, Michael Bay can eat a whole bag of dead
For
shit.
real.
It was just lazy.
It was.
It was like I'm not gonna put in the work to find a better
Yeah.
a better choice.
Fucking Amy Adams, Isla Fisher,
Right?
Fucking like even go off redheaded. Fucking Margot Robbie would have been a great fucking April O'Neil. Like,
Yeah, dude.
like anybody.
I don't know about that.
I think she could do it.
She falls in Megan Fox camp.
No, I don't think. No, you're dumb.
Where she's infinitely a better actor than Megan Fox for sure.
Which
But, like,
means she would be a fine April
and I
O'Neil.
get that, but like she falls more in like the hey, this is a super hot right now actor. You know, not only hot right now, but like incredibly attractive. You know, it's like I get that like tokenism, the token hot girl from
The
Michael Bay.
typecast, yeah.
I get that from Margot Robbie.
I can see that.
And Megan
No, I
Fox.
can see that. I can see
I
that.
could see her definitely being better. Did they put Megan Fox in like a wig or something?
No.
So she's
She played herself.
Yeah.
rad.
You know, like Megan Fox does.
That's that is so.
See, like those movies were fucking the TMNT movies were hot ass.
Which sucks because wasn't Seth Green in that one too?
Was he? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm blanking.
I don't remember.
Like as a turtle voice, right?
No.
No?
I think as the reporter. Oh no. I'm thinking Anchorman.
I can see how you'd make that mistake.
But yeah. Anyway.
I wanted to briefly touch upon the Game Awards, the game nominations for Game of the Year.
Holy shit, I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, the award hasn't happened. But
Oh,
the
gotcha.
but
Just the
nomination.
nominations.
Oh, what are the nominations?
So the biggest one obviously is Game of the Year. The nominees are A Plague Tale: Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War: Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
We already know who's going to win that one.
Stray.
Elden Ring,
Elden
for
Ring.
sure. Elden Ring, there's no fucking chance. Like, I really liked Stray. I think Stray
I
deserves
love
it.
Stray.
but Elden Ring was just such a fucking movement, dude.
It was a
no-
phenomenon, dude. Like,
So-
it really was.
So the problem is that God of War Ragnarok just came out, and
recency bias. Yeah.
they are in almost every category.
Right, and that's where I was going. I was going with God of War Ragnarok because I want Elden Ring to win it. I didn't even finish Elden Ring, but I want Elden Ring to win.
I
But
think that
I feel
I
like
think they deserve it.
yeah, oh, absolutely. But I feel like Ragnarok's probably going to have that, like you said, recency bias.
Ragnarok's going to clean house. Like, it's definitely going to pull in a bunch of awards.
So-
Great game. It's a great game.
The only thing that leads me to believe that Elden Ring still has a chance is that God of War is a PlayStation exclusive title.
Yeah, that's true.
But we all know how annoying PlayStation fanboys can be.
So, Eddie and I are the only ones that are playing Ragnarok right now.
Yep.
I've only put a few hours into it. It's phenomenal. It's another banger from PlayStation for sure.
Absolutely.
But in terms of like what Elden Ring brings to the table and what it does differently and what it does to shake up just everything about games, like not only does
It was
take,
a cultural moment.
well, not only does it take everything that was so fucking great about FromSoft games and what everybody loves about that developer and then makes it just this fucking insane adventure that can go any which way that you want. The viability, like the freedom in Elden Ring is just unparalleled. And I love Sad Dad Shimmy Simulator as much as the next guy.
God damn it. Are you right with that one?
It's bad. It's fucking horrific. Like how much, like, almost every 10 minutes, you're shimmying across the bridge or you're squeezing through a tight space in God of War. Like, it's like you can very obviously tell this was a PS4 game.
Absolutely.
And when I say that, I don't mean it. It's like, oh, you know, obviously you can go and buy it and play it on your PS4. And I do think that the PS5 version justifies its existence because that 120 frames mode is something fucking else, dude. It's
Beauty.
just... God, it's fucking beautiful. But again, I will take the creativity of Elden Ring over the performance of God of War. All those games deserve to be nominated. I think they're all phenomenal video games.
I think it's a damn shame that they're putting Stray up against those two titan of a game.
Oh my
right?
god, seriously,
Yeah.
like that game does not
Like,
stand a chance.
Can you imagine?
It's got these two fucking... Just imagine the podium of a very small kitten next to two huge bodybuilders that are just like fucking yoked up.
Well, imagine the creators of Stray just going, God damn it.
like yeah, I mean, it's cool we got nominated. Like, I don't-
Right.
Perspective. Turn it around. This is a indie developed game with a shoestring budget and probably fucking destroyed in terms of like profit. Like, I can't imagine that game took too much to
Right.
fund.
So here's another perspective for you though. That game was a free PlayStation Plus game.
True.
By getting a massive payout from PlayStation to do so. Like, it's all within the realm of business, but I can definitely see Stray being a huge fucking success, and them even being nominated is a monstrous fucking achievement.
I mean,
Like,
it is.
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
like
you are right next to Elden Ring, one of the most fucking impressively creative video games made by man. You are standing toe to toe right next to him. So, like, yeah, you're not going to win that award, but god damn it, you made a game good enough to stand toe to toe with two of the best titles that came out this year.
Absolutely.
That's the way that I see it. And not only that, Stray's going to get its fucking roses, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
it's gonna,
Yeah.
There
like,
were-
It's got to win
something.
best indie game.
There,
at least.
yeah, there were a few categories where like Elden Ring wasn't in there, and I was like, Stray.
Yeah.
So there was a pretty comical one. That Sifu game got nominated for a fighting game.
Yeah,
Really? You agree with that?
I would.
Really? You put that up?
Well, I mean,
against,
like a beat 'em up, yeah, but I
it's
would.
a beat 'em up, though.
Yeah.
It's a beat 'em up adventure game. So I guess you don't really have that category, and I guess they kind of did shoehorn it in there. But like, there was some pushback on it. It was like, oh, you know, Sifu's not a fighting game, and I'm like, okay, but like your most prolific game that came out that was a fighting game was King of Fighters 15. Like, it's a pretty soft year for fighting games. Like, let's give them a fucking break.
Not to mention that Sifu is an amazing fucking game.
Oh yeah,
Like that.
gonna
game,
get its roses as well.
It has to.
Yeah. The one that really stuck in my craw was Creator of the Year. So if you're not keen to what's going on Twitter, Elon Musk obviously bought Twitter, and a lot of people, there's like been this exodus of celebrities, basically like, hey, Pedro Pascal has left, Ashley Johnson has left, which is bit. I only bring that up because like they really would be on there like promoting the Last of Us TV show. So it's like I can see that there's like some level of conviction with this, even though I do think it's a little silly. So this one creator that's been on there for a while is called his name is called Nebellion. He's kind of hard to explain because he's a Twitter user that would basically just regurgitate anytime that there was a sale.
He's a
right?
journalist.
I even struggle to say journalist because he would basically just like take IGN shit and then just repost it and say like, hell, you know, here's this thing, you know, but he wouldn't even give his opinion or anything like that.
Right,
He
he's
was just
just
a
like-
faceless fucking Twitter account that would repost shit. Like every time a PS5 would go on sale, he would be one of the guys that would say, hey, PS5's up at Best Buy. So he's one of the guys that left. He's one of the guys that, you know, and he's not saying it's 100% because of Musk. It was because of, you know, it's just not a very viable platform.
Yeah, my understanding was that he was like, hey, after like putting in all this work, I realized that it's pretty dead end here, so I'm done.
It's pretty dead end here, but he also didn't fucking do anything. Like, I can understand you being upset about, like, and I don't really think it was even like a matter of being upset.
Yeah,
The dude had a fucking Patreon.
I think he just bowed out. I think that he was just like, this isn't for me because I. Like,
yeah, but in his flight departure post, he also mentioned that it was because of political reasons as well. So it's like, whatever, that's fine. You can go and have those opinions and do what you want to do. Like, I fully agree with your right to leave. Like, you don't have to be here. But where we come into an issue is he's nominated for Creator of the Year at the Game Awards. And if I was Ludwig, if I was, who are the other ones?
Cutie and Carl.
Cutie and Carl
And some Latin.
If I were any of those other nominees, I'd be kind of butthurt because I'm like, I know that Nebellion is going to win because it's going to be this fucking little soapboxy fucking bullshit where they're going to get on and everyone's going to vote for him because it's like, oh, we mistreated Nebel. We mistreated him. We didn't know what we had until he was gone. And I'm like, what did he provide? Really, truly, what did he provide? So it's like, I get it. I get what you're doing, but it's pretty fucking transparent what's going to happen. Like, we're really just pushing him in because we just want to make a statement about Twitter, for fuck's sake. This is ridiculous, dude. Like, just leave and let it die.
Right.
Like, the reason why it's still alive is because y'all keep fucking going there and posting on it.
Right.
Like, if you really want it to die the way that you say it is, like, then just fucking leave.
Take the Tumblr route.
Take the Tumblr route. Everyone's going to Hive. Go to Hive. Like, fucking just do it. But it's frustrating as fuck. And I would see, like, if I was those other creators, I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be like, dude, I'm up against this guy. That's fucking ridiculous. That's so, and like just the outpouring of support for this Nebel guy. Like, what? I'm sure he's fine. I'm sure he's a fucking good person. Whatever. But like, Creator of the Year, that's a stretch. That's a fucking stretch. What did he create?
Yeah,
tweets. Like, there's
not even tweets. Retweets.
Like, there's plenty of like. I know he fucking pressed one button on his phone. And he called that content. I mean, what a slap in the face to people that actually fucking do, like,
put
have
in
a job
the work.
in this shit.
Yeah,
that, like, put in the work. And it's like, it's just like this level of entitlement where it's like, you didn't even make like a YouTube or anything. You had all of this. You had everything. This is on you, motherfucker. It's not on anyone else. Like, it's your fucking fault that it didn't work. You created no content. You created nothing for people to latch onto. Which, like, when I heard that he had a Patreon account I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, to follow him is free on Twitter. What the fuck? What are you talking about? You know, why would I give this guy $5 a month when, you know, Wario64 does the same fucking thing without bitching about it too? Like, I don't know. It's incredibly frustrating. If I was Ludwig, I'd be fucking pissed because there are very few people in the content creator. Like, I don't even like Ludwig, but I see like the shit that he does and like the good that he's trying to be for like that space. I'd be fucking pissed. I'd be, especially if he actually does win. That would
suck ass.
That'd be a bummer. But I mean, of course, the Game Awards are just a big old fucking dog and pony show. It doesn't matter. Any of this shit doesn't matter. You know, people are going to be upset that God of War doesn't win Game of the Year, or, you know, vice versa. Whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. But
it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
I don't know. It's frustrating.
So, have any of you caught the Christmas Story Christmas?
No, that's the sequel, yes?
Yes.
How is it?
I watched it over the weekend, and I liked it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
So it did the sequel, it did the original justice.
I think it did.
Where is it at? Where can we watch it?
Was it on Hulu? I think it's on Hulu.
So they're just all grown up now?
Well, yeah. So Ralphie is grown up, and he has a family of his own.
Okay.
And right before Christmas, he finds out. I mean, so first of all, he's taken a year off work to write a novel.
Year? Holy
Yeah,
shit, okay.
to write a novel. He squirreled away some money, and he's trying to write this novel that he's trying to get published, and he wants to get it published before Christmas. And if it doesn't happen, then he's promised to go back to work and give up on it.
Okay.
And so right before Christmas, though, he gets a call from his mom saying that his dad has died. And so he and the family pack up and go back home. The mom is not the same person. That woman has stopped. She quit acting, and she wasn't in it. But the guy who played Flick and Schwartz are both in it. The guy that played his bully, Scud, what's his name?
Mutzkins.
Scott, Farkas. Scott Farkas. Farkas is in it. And so like it's got a bunch of people from the original, and it was great. It was great. It had the voiceover, but it was him this time,
Nice.
of
Okay.
course, instead of the adult actor, it was him. So that was really fun. And the way he spoke in it was kind of reminiscent of the way that the original voiceover lines were delivered.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was pretty cool.
Okay.
But they also had those random daydreaming moments where
Okay.
where he would like
You'll
they,
shoot your eye out.
they even brought back Black Bart.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
I don't know if it was the original actor.
Yeah.
But they brought back the Black Bart daydream sequence and sort of changed it up. It was really fun. I thought it was a great movie.
I'm probably gonna watch that. I'm not gonna lie.
It was well done. I mean, I don't know that I would say it was like on the level of the first one in terms of being a classic that I'm going to watch every Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I do the first one. But it was really good. It was very heartfelt, and it was basically like an open love letter to the actor that played the dad.
Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to watch it. There, obviously, this is not an exclusive take or anything. A Christmas Story is a very big part of my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Especially watching it on TBS. You know,
When they had the day-long marathons where they would just
they
play
still
it
do it
over and over.
They still do it every
love
year. Like the whole day of Christmas,
Hell
they're just
yeah.
constantly playing that. I will always have a place in my heart for that movie. It's so
totally.
silly and childish, but at the same time, it like kind of perfectly encapsulates like American Christmas. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's really kind of hard not to gush about that movie without
Right?
being a little entitled. But like it's because it's so fucking tied to being that kid at Christmas and like just waiting all of December for that magic. You know what I mean? Like it
yeah.
kind of perfectly encapsulates it, and like going to fucking school and like dealing with the snow and all that shit. I love that movie, dude. Probably gonna buy that one too.
Yeah, and no, it's a great flick. I really, really liked it.
Good. Well, I'm glad that it had all of those elements, and that it
Oh, yeah.
stayed true to the original. I was never one for A Christmas Story. Like I
Get
like
the fuck out of
I
it
don't
right
like,
now.
I don't hate it. I'm not saying that I hate it. I'm not
I
saying
get it. I
but
get
it
it.
just
No,
wasn't
really,
something
get it.
I watched growing up. So, but I love that for the both of you.
It's very much tied to December. Like I'm trying to watch that movie any time of the year other than December. It's just not gonna fucking happen.
So I had a little case of FOMO early last week
Uh-oh.
For what, pray tell?
for the new Pokemon games.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Well, you see, now I am out $60 and my Switch is on fire. No, like I'm not even joking though. So yeah, I bought Pokemon Violet because I thought that the Scarlet version's legendary looked whack as hell.
Okay.
And I prefer the color purple over red.
Great movie. Fucking
The color purple.
the color purple.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was...
I got it.
Speaking of whack as hell.
Got him.
Damn.
Got my ass.
God is
Making
bad.
Derek jokes now.
So I see a reviewer too saying, oh man, it's not running too well. And I was like, okay, this and every other Pokemon game, right? No. So earlier this year I played Legends Arceus, which, you know, isn't the prettiest game by any means, but I thought that it really didn't reinvent the Pokemon wheel, but made it prettier. Put some new rims on
It
it.
introduced some new elements that added some real life to the Pokemon games, I would say.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and it still looked better than Sword and Shield, for instance. So I was like, okay, they've got to just be getting better at this point, right? No.
Let's take everything that made Arceus good, right? Everything that Arceus was like kind of, you know, reveled for, and like everyone was like, this is really cool and such a breath of fresh air for the... Yeah, let's not bring any of that back.
Instead of building on that, let's smash it to the ground.
Right.
Let's just not bring it at all.
So, I start playing it. I notice some very low frame rates. I notice some really weird drops in like the quality when it like changes in between cutscenes or from a cutscene into like gameplay or vice versa, and it feels broken. It feels very like pre-beta.
Ooh, shit.
Undercooked.
Yeah.
A
And
little liquidy.
yesterday I actually had my first hard crash on the game. Keep in mind also that this game is downloaded to my Switch, so it's not like a cartridge, you know, like it's like all the software is there.
Right.
And you know, I haven't been playing for hours or anything by any means. It just has a hard, like I walk into a new area and it just hard crashes on me.
Jesus.
Sometimes I will mount my rideable Pokemon
Yeah, you will.
and it will disappear underneath my bottom and I will be driving myself.
It's
you-
like the
did you suck it
invisible
up?
Batmobile from SpongeBob.
Sounds like my pre-relationship love life.
Yeah, and then apart from just like bad graphics and very immersion breaking you know, loads like load in and out and the pop ins and the pop out, like you can see a Pokemon or a person like in the distance like walking so slow and like so
Yeah, like quarter the frame. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Oh no.
well and when
and
you
they're like that unless you're like right next to them.
Yeah,
So
and-
like the smallest amount of distance away, they're still doing it.
Jeez.
well, and so the load screen when you like fast travel to somewhere, in the corner, it's it looks like it's like a gondola, with birds, not Pokemon, birds tied to it, kind of like balloons,
What the fuck?
and they're not flapping their wings. The wings are just up, down, up.
Oh, jeez. What is this, Joust?
Yeah. So,
I kind of want to buy it just to see.
I know, right?
but yeah, like apart from all of that, like really, really weird graphical issues and just like the software running poorly, the writing is very weird.
No way.
Like in terms of grammar and sentence structure, or just like how the writing looks?
it feels like a 13-year-old wrote it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Like, so one, so
What's the name of the legendary Pokemon? What's its name?
me ride on.
No, shut
What?
up.
Me
In
on.
case you were wondering how the creativity banks
Jesus
at
Christ.
the Pokemon Company.
Cause it's a
Wow.
it's a Pokemon that you ride on. Me ride on.
And instead of doing something cool, like saying like, oh yeah, it's a descendant of Rhydon, or some, like a Pokemon that actually exists, instead of
It's-
doing something cool and building on like existing Pokemon,
It's a fancier version of Cyclizer or something like that, which is like a
Oh,
bike Pokemon.
Yeah.
Cyclizar, something like that.
You are the most profitable company
I know.
that Nintendo
franchise,
offers.
the most profitable, the most successful franchise in the history of the world.
And how old is the Switch? Okay, I understand that the software is old, but you should be able from this, or not the software, the hardware is old at this point, but you should know your ins and outs of it. Like, look at Zelda. Like, the Zelda games.
My God,
like,
bro!
They look
the top
great.
down ones, like the
Well, they all
like
look
Link's Awakening.
yeah, Link's Awakening,
Well, but like all of these newer games, like these newer first party games,
like Breath of the Wild.
yeah,
fucking,
they all run so well.
Right.
And then there's this monstrosity. But yeah, so back to the writing. There's a moment where you are in the professor's office and he asks you what Chugi means. And I was like, that's weird. Like, just like very, like, it seems like, that meme of, I forget his name, but he's like, got like a Hawaiian shirt on and a hat, and he's got his skateboard, and he's like,
Oh.
"What's up, my fellow kids?"
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
No.
That's what it feels like.
What does Chugi mean though?
It means out of touch.
It's a real
and old.
term.
But
It's like a real term, like a real.
well, and so it's like newer slang,
Right.
yeah.
but it's like, is Pokemon like taking a jab at itself here? Like, is it becoming
I
self-aware?
was just gonna say those words.
But it just and so the linear concept is completely gone. So there are 3 main storylines that you can follow in no particular order, and if you just happen to stumble upon like a high level area, you're dead. You know?
Yeah, the game doesn't tell you that you're in a high level area.
That's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
I kind of like that though, because it adds like a level of a consequence, I guess.
Well, nothing is more fun or has been more fun in like back in early WoW when you accidentally traipse into an area that's way too high level and you're like, oh shit. And you're like running the fuck out of it.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
So and like they have like these fast travel points. They're they have these areas where you can fast travel to, and they're just in the open, so like you don't have to deal with a load screen, right? It's the Pokemon centers.
What the fuck?
They're like they just have walk-up counters randomly throughout the world, but they have a bunch that are like right next to each other,
dozens of them.
and then they have some that are like hours away from each. Like,
They work as fast travel points.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
you
but
know what I mean.
there
Like
are there's some with gigantic gaps. in
Yeah.
it. That's fucking unacceptable, bro.
yeah, it's just it felt like those games, those MMO games that like people can build on, like Fallout 76, for instance. If like the world is empty and there are these 2 like settlements next to each other, it's just weird.
Yeah.
You
Right,
know, it
right.
just it feels very off. Like it felt like a fan. Like Cole actually asked, he was like, "Are those like player made?" And I was like, "No."
are there any distinguishing differences between them? No.
No,
they're all just
they
the same structure,
they-
and they're just like right next to each other.
yeah, and they sell the exact same items. There's nothing different about them.
Same exact
Wow.
NPCs that are still running it too. Like,
Yeah, just
At this point, I feel like fucking two dudes snuck into the Pokemon company and just made this game really
Yeah.
quick.
yeah. No, that's like exactly what it feels very rushed, and
Amateur.
so Cole and I, we were watching a performance review earlier today, and they brought up something about CPU based. Is that what it was called? But basically it means that it's not going to be fixed, or at least
So that's it.
most
Yeah.
of its issues are CPU bound. Like the
Oh God! So there's no way to patch them.
But in short, I don't recommend Pokemon at this point.
Sad day.
Yeah.
it's fucking depressing because this Pokemon game is the second best selling game just by box sales. It's the second best selling game in the UK all year. It's just not great. That means, I mean, it's great for Pokemon Company and for Nintendo because it means they're fucking killing it, but it just means there's a whole lot of people out there
Well,
that are
and-
dealing with mediocrity.
And Game Freak and Nintendo aren't going to learn anything from this either.
Well, I mean, until people don't buy their future games.
Yep.
But that's the thing, though. Pokemon will always sell. It will always sell.
Nostalgia.
Like, I don't know what it is like about Pokemon that just makes people like, I have to have it.
Yeah.
Well, then,
Have to have it.
Gotta catch them all.
well, then you get what you get.
Well,
You
it's
get
like
what you fucking deserve.
it's like sub 20 frame rate. Like it's awful. It's completely unacceptable. In the poppin', like it's hysterically bad. Like
That's
for a AAA title, it's just unacceptable.
it really is, dude. Like literally, the best word to describe that is unacceptable.
Also, the 1000th Pokemon was announced and unveiled, and it is Golden Cinnamon.
You remember Cinnamon from the Apple Jacks?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
It's-
the golden cinnamon
It's
guy.
it's Golden Cinnamon.
The reggae cinnamon stick.
My God.
Yeah, this is the 1000th Pokemon.
the fucking
That's awful.
It's pretty bad.
Rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah.
They got rid of him. He's not. He's
Well,
not.
because it's a racial stereotype.
he's
Right,
not-
You
he's
mean?
not a reggaeton anymore?
took him out of there to put him in fucking Pokemon because he doesn't have to say yeah man the fucking
Yeah, man.
that is fucking
Bomboclad.
that is incredible.
It's pretty bad, dude. But the thing is like nobody's gonna learn anything from this.
Of course not. Of course.
Like next year, we're gonna buy the next Pokemon game, and
I'm gonna buy the next Legends game for sure, because I think that they're killing it there.
it seems like there's a lot of promise in this game, though. Like that seems to be one of two things that everyone's saying about this new Pokemon game is that it runs like shit, but they're having a ton of fun with it because it like actually does kind of shake up the Pokemon formula a little bit, which is what I'm looking for. I just want it to be less baby mode.
I don't know.
Well, and I mean like releasing you into the world without like any.
You can go anywhere.
I mean, you still have the. Oh, what's it called? The tutorial. Mm-hmm. But like once that's over, basically, I mean, other Pokemon games they have like areas blocked off. Like you have to learn Cut before you can enter this area, or you have to learn Waterfall and Fly before you can enter.
Right.
You can go anywhere, but you're gonna get your ass kicked.
With the help of me Rhydon.
Yes. Or if you picked Scarlet, Giraidon.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought it was like an extra low bar when we were making Pokemon that were basically just a key ring.
I liked
You know?
Klefki. Klefki was cute.
Yeah, Klefki's cute, but like in terms of, you're
Creativity.
not, you're not really helping the whole, creatively bankrupt opinion that
I mean,
everyone
that
has.
sounds like
about-
somebody had to go into a board meeting to present a new Pokemon, and
And
they didn't
saw their
fucking have
they
one.
saw their keys.
They
on
were
the
like,
couch
God, what am I
and
gonna fucking my keys?
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. Well,
Yeah.
that allows us to give the Pokemon Company this week's.
Nerdcorp L of the Week.
Well deserved.
Shame on you. Before we get into what you're playing, if you're listening on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell notification. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that's the best way to do that. We have a Reddit, r/Nerdcorp podcast. Tell us you love us. Tell us you hate us. Tell us we suck.
Or tell us we're wonderful.
Yeah, that too. That too. That's part of the love us part.
Yeah, but you say suck and bad like you give more negatives than positives, and
I guess.
we're better than that.
I like constructive criticism.
Damn it. Just come talk to us. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/Nerdcorp podcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra content and bonus episodes. Merch coming to Redbubble soon. If you can't make a monthly contribution, consider supporting us on PayPal. PayPal.me/Nerdcorp podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience. And that is the best way to do that. And so, we come to another segment of...
What you playing? What you playing?
What you playing? For those of you that don't know, this is a segment of the show where we go around the table and talk about the games we're playing and how we feel about them. So, apart from Pokemon, Angela, what you playing?
Well, I'm playing Pokemon Violet. And I was playing Persona 5 Royale on the PS5. And I'm on the final dungeon. But I decided that I can't... it won't be over if I don't finish it. So, in the meantime, I'm playing Pokemon.
Very nice.
Yep.
Cole, what you playing?
Two things of note. First thing I want to talk about is first game is Modern Warfare 2. So I'm not playing the campaign. I'm mostly just playing multiplayer. It's really good.
It really is.
It's a lot of fun, dude. It's I don't know why, but the way that they're doing the camo grind in this game is a lot more fun than the other ones. Like I've never been into grinding camos for my guns. Like, it's never been that big of a deal. It was always like, oh, you know, like what level of prestige I am. You know, that's mattered most.
Right.
But I got my first golden gun, about to get my second.
Nice.
I've literally never done that in a college. Like, it's very strange for me to even say that because you know, it's never been a priority. But
No, I've got 2 golden guns.
great fucking game. It's just fun to play.
Super fun.
The gunplay is solid, of course, and I don't know. It's just hitting. When not a whole lot of other things really are. I've started a few games here and there. Thank you. Appreciate you touching my foot there. I did start God of War Ragnarok, but I am not playing it. I dropped it.
Because you can't, it's not over if you don't finish it.
That's true. That's true. What an opening. What a phenomenal fucking opening.
Amazing, dude.
God damn, when she screams Kratos at the very beginning, I got fucking chills because of that. I was like, God
That
damn.
is amazing.
And especially the scene that follows up, I'm just a fucking mess. I'm like, you know what you're doing.
Yep. Oh,
You know what the fuck you're doing. But I'll have more to say about Ragnarok soon. I just need to gather the desire to play it, which, you know, is a me thing. It's not a game thing. The game is fine. It's just me. The main game that I want to talk about is Signalis. I haven't really been very outwardly vocal about this, you know, literally vocal. I've talked about it a little bit in the game chat. Signalis is an indie game that was made by 2 people, and it should absolutely fucking scare the shit out of every AAA dev in the business right now. It's, you know, that's high praise, and that's maybe giving it a little bigger head than it deserves, but I really like this game. I really like the inspiration. I love how it wears its inspirations on its sleeve. Like, it's just so fucking proud of them. And in terms of, like, gameplay and everything, there are issues, but it's hard to complain when everything that it sets out to do, it does so fucking well.
Very nice.
It's a survival horror indie game that's a lot like the, it's obviously its biggest inspiration is Resident Evil and Silent Hill. The former, or the latter, a lot more so than the other.
Okay.
Limited inventory, scary monsters creeping around, scary, dark, dank corridors. It's fucking awesome. It's like game specifically made for me. And I'll have a lot to say about this game in Game of the Year talk, because it feels like it was just made for me.
Very nice.
And only $20. PlayStation has a platinum. Please go play this game. If you have Game Pass, it's on there for free. It's fucking phenomenal. Please go play it.
Very nice.
Eddie, what are you playing?
Playing a few things. I'm also playing Modern Warfare 2. Again, that game, this revitalized Call of Duty, in my opinion. Like, this brought the game back. Mm-hmm. I've played some of the campaign, and it's pretty fun.
It's good, yeah.
Very fun. Again, sucker for Latin representation, and it's all over the place.
Dude, that fucking mission is so funny. The one where you're like waving people to go back in their trailer, like in their trailer with the guns, though.
Oh,
you're
right
like,
at the
you're
border,
like,
yeah.
You're like fucking pointing your guns at people to go inside.
Dude, super realistic. I had my hands up, walking toward the cop, and the cop kills me.
Love it. Love it.
Love it. You know what I mean? Tip of the cap to realism. Multiplayer is amazing. Like you said, gunplay is tight, great. A lot of people were bugging about it. And like, especially because of the fact that there was no hardcore mode in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I mean, like,
it's there now.
And they were like, oh, I just can't play core and blah, blah, blah. I was like, maybe you should get good.
Yeah, maybe go outside.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe pet some stray kittens or something.
Dude, well, not only that, but like there are dudes that are on there that have already got the fucking purple skin for guns, and it's like,
yeah,
which if you knew how much effort has to go in to get those skins, it's ridiculous.
That's my one gripe.
Hundreds of hours.
That's my one gripe with multiplayer, and it's unlocking guns and skins. Because to unlock this one gun, you have to get this gun to level whatever, and then if you want this skin, you have to do this many gold challenges for the entire, like, what would you call it, the section, just that entire class of guns. Mm-hmm. So if you want the Orion skin, after you've gotten the gold skin for your SMG, you have to do gold skins for all of the SMGs in the class. Yeah. But you can't get all of the gold skins for the SMGs in the class unless you unlock the SMGs that take unlocking the other guns to do it. Like, it's
lots to do.
Well, I mean, I know how hard it is to get a purple skin. Like, you got to beat it a lot.
Yeah, no,
like a lot.
You really got to like knuckle
like
it in
all
there.
day.
Just rub a knuckle
it's
in there.
It's gonna turn red before it turns purple.
You got to really work at it.
But other than that, the game is amazing. I'm also playing God of War Ragnarok. Very in love with it. I enjoy it. I also, though, have shelved it. I just wasn't like it's, and that is definitely a me thing as well. Is just like I don't want to play it right now.
I will say a big positive that I didn't mention about God of War Ragnarok. Right off the bat, Kratos is immediately a better character. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this, but like his levity towards Atreus is fucking refreshing, especially after playing the few hours of the first game that the reimagining in 2018.
Right.
The abrasive nature that Kratos has is just really grating by design. Yeah. So immediately having that like good relationship between Kratos and Atreus
Right,
at the
and
beginning of the
just
game.
him like wanting to protect him more, just having that more of a paternal instinct towards Atreus is very, very refreshing.
Well, he's over that hill of like, you know, oh, this just doesn't fucking matter. Like I immediately go to the scene in the first game when you kill the deer or whatever.
Oh, right.
And Atreus is very obviously like struggling with the fact that he took the life of this animal, and Kratos wants to like put his hand on his back, but he doesn't. Like, great for that game, but like glad that it is fucking nowhere near this, because like it really respects the fact that like, yeah, you did play, like you did experience a story that was 60 hours long, you know, an adventure with these characters, and it's really nice that it kind of just like picks up immediately right where it left off.
Yeah, I agree. Out of left field, I'm playing Skyrim.
Okay.
I thought you were going to be dumb and be like, Tetris.
That's funny. Why do we have such parallels in life?
I don't know.
Because Skyrim came into my life. I'm not playing it yet, but Brian bought it for me.
Did you really?
Yeah, Brian saw... Shout out to Brian. He saw that I was playing Persona 5 Royal on my PC, and he's like, you really bought it again, didn't you? You stupid motherfucker. And so he bought it for me. He gifted it for me on Steam, and in the little thing he was like, play a real man's game.
Shout out to Brian. That's my dog. That's great. Yeah, no, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm still playing my, orc tank two-handed character.
Okay.
But I'm allowing him to have magic, and it's kind of fun sometimes switching from this like smash all character to just like a mace and some fire. Like it's been a lot of fun. I'm going very different. Like I'm going for strength and speech.
Okay.
To where before I'd go with like just a full tank build, like strength, endurance, like get in there type shit.
I used to try to diversify my classes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I would always go back to archery and assassin.
See, and I've been trying a little archery too, and it's been a lot of fun. I found this like bow of sparks and shit, and so I'm like having a lot of fun with like enchanting things and like things that I didn't try before, and I'm having a lot of fun with that.
I love the Dark Brotherhood quests and the Thieves Guild. I'm so obsessed with those two storylines. I'm just like, I'm a fucking thief. I sneak.
I'm running the main story. I never did any of the DLC, so I'm going to be doing the DLC playthrough.
Okay.
But yeah, having a lot of fun with it. I'm still grinding WWE 2K22.
You got to be almost done with that, don't you?
A lot less than I. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's been months.
What are you at?
I'm at 400.
What do you need again?
I need 500 matches.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm getting there, but like I'm starting to wean.
Oh, you're so close though.
I know,
you're
but
so
like,
close.
Just like,
don't do it.
But
you won't.
Don't tell me.
You won't, bitch.
Don't tell me what I will.
It won't be over if you don't finish.
And remember, you got to do this so that you can beat Cole.
I already have Cole beat.
Oh, that's right.
Which trophy is it?
It's the Mortal Kombat 11.
Fuck that game, dude.
0.3%.
Jesus.
Unacceptable. More people go get that fucking trophy.
Last game I wanted to talk about, I platinum Gotham Knights.
Oh, that's right. You did platinum it. Yes.
I platinum Gotham Knights. Mid game of Gotham Knights, phenomenal.
Really?
Phenomenal.
Like story and gameplay, or
story mostly.
Yeah.
But gameplay's fine. Of course, it does the thing. But Endgame was a little disappointing, but it was still really fun to play. Story went exactly where I thought it was gonna go.
Really?
Like you get to find out who runs the Court of Owls and who is really behind everything.
So would you say it's a little predictable?
Oh, if you're a Batman fan, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if you're a Batman fan, absolutely predictable. But I platinumed it, and
now you can really talk shit on the game.
Yeah, no, game is whack. You know, I wish the mechanics that were there weren't there. I wish they were better. I wish that things were you know, just a little tighter. Frame rates were a little better. Like I wish all of those things. But I stand by my statement that inside of all of that fuckery is a beautiful game. It is a wonderfully put together game that was put together with love, that I do believe was supposed to be one of those like live service games. But they flipped the switch like right in like the middle
Avengers is doing bad. Change course.
Yeah, yep. I still recommend this game. Go play Gotham Knights. Wait for a sale. Absolutely wait for it. Like a deep sale. Like wait for it to be like
Black
$20.
Friday.
Yeah, like
Wait to go to Walmart on Black Friday.
right. Like wait for it to be like $20. $20 is acceptable.
That's too bad, dude.
Like and great. The customization is amazing. The suits, transmogs, those were like very fun to obtain and like to play as. Story, like I said, is phenomenal. Great story. Loved seeing, you know, Ra's al Ghul and Jacob Kane and Talia al Ghul. Like the Ra's al Ghul story is a classic, and you can't fuck that story up.
Yeah.
It's a safe story to tell. But that story really overshadowed the Court of Owls, which was the story that was supposed to be the big reveal for
the center stage.
Right, like it was supposed to be the focal point of the game, and it kind of gets buried under Talia al Ghul in the League of Shadows, which I'm okay with, but I'm a little disappointed in because I wanted to see a lot more Court of Owls, because the Court of Owls is one of my favorite story arcs in the Batman mythos. But still, go get this game. It was fun enough, but definitely wait for a sale. But that's all I'm playing. T-Rock?
So, I finished Ghost of Tsushima.
How do you feel?
I loved the fuck out of it.
What did you choose? What was your choice at the end?
Well, okay, so I didn't kill him. I let him live.
Good man.
You know, because like...
Let him live with his decisions.
Well, that and like... I feel like for him to keep his personal honor, Jin anyway, like you know, you don't want to go out killing family like that. Like that's just, I don't know.
So the way that I saw it is I was like, it was the dishonorable thing to do.
See, I thought it was
To
like,
kill him,
this is what I need to do for my soul. Like I you know, like, I've been trying to do things a new way, but the way that I felt was right, you know? And so I didn't feel right about killing him just for not agreeing with my path, you know? Like, and so for me, it was a more honorable thing not to kill him.
I totally,
like,
and that's probably what it was, but like, it was just the way that I took it was like, oh, well, you think I'm such a dishonorable piece of shit already as it is, so it's like, why finish it?
Yeah.
You know, like, there are the makings of a really, really great PlayStation mascot in Jin Sakai. Like, it's incredible. Tsushima was fucking rad, dude.
Special.
It was.
Really cool.
Special.
I mean, I'm not finished with the game for sure. Like I haven't
Get that platinum, boy.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
haven't
much fun.
done all of the extras. I haven't done all of the whatchamacallit on Iki Island. I haven't gone and done all the shrines and
I haven't
everything.
done
Like,
any of Iki Island.
oh, it's pretty dope, dude. I liked Iki Island. Like, that was cool.
Do we have to do an episode on that now that Derek's played it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to replay it.
Me too. So that's gonna be for next year for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm down.
But we
I'm
have
totally
to do
down.
But yeah, it was a really fun game. I've been playing WoW still, of course. We got our pre-patch content, a little bit of it anyway, for the upcoming expansion. Apparently there was, and I didn't know this, I found out about it too late, and I'm so sad. But there are these world bosses that there are 4 of them in this area called Pandaria that drop rare mounts, like super, super rare mounts.
Okay.
But they created a new race that you can create a character as. And apparently, for some reason, this new race for, a certain time period before they caught it and fixed the bug, the only thing on the loot tables when they went and killed these rares, the only thing on their loot tables possible were the mounts.
Oh, wow.
So if you made this Drakthir character, it's like a dragon person. If you made one of these characters and went and killed those, you automatically got the mounts.
No shit.
Wow.
And I didn't find out about that until after it got fixed. And I was like, no!
Because that's your thing, right? Like, mounts are like, that's your bread and butter.
Mounts and pets and toys and achievements that earn you mounts, pets, and toys. Like, that's my jam. But apparently one thing that Blizzard did was they went ahead and somewhat, I don't know how much, I haven't actually looked, but what they've done is they've increased the drop chance for those mounts in general.
Okay.
So a lot of people are actually out still farming them a lot more than they used to.
Okay.
Which is kind of fun. So if you play WoW,
What's the purpose of farming them?
Well, so you can basically just go and kill it once a day for a chance at the mount.
Oh, okay.
So they just go in every day.
So people aren't getting them out and like selling it.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So like, there's there's a lot more interest again in these mounts just because they increase the drop chance for them. So that's kind of cool. But apart from the race and the talents and everything being available, there's not any new content yet. Like, you can't go to the new area or anything like that. There's a new pet that you can get through the pre-patch content. So grab that if you like pets. And in fact, the pet originally wasn't a battle pet. As far as or actually, no, that's a different one. Also, and this one, sadly, people have missed out on already if they didn't do it, but there is a little thing that Blizzard is doing through Twitch where you can connect your account and actually go and watch certain channels and get rewards.
Okay.
The first one ended like a day or two ago, and it was a pet. And then coming up, there's also a mount. Now, the mount people are actually kind of pissed about because it used to be it was a super, super rare mount that I think you could only get it through the trading card game.
Okay.
And now they're making it as one of these rewards.
Yeah.
And so people who worked or, paid a lot of money to get that mount are fucking pissed.
Isn't that kind of how it goes, though?
Yeah.
Like, the people that wanted it right when it came out did get it. It's the same thing with Destiny and this weapon called Gallarhorn. Everyone was trying to really trying to get this launcher called Gallarhorn, and it was just super OP, and it was like a big fucking deal. And then, you fast forward 10-ish years later, and people are getting that free as part of, like a DLC or a pre-order bonus. And it's like, what?
I mean, those people still have bragging rights. Like, I got it way back when. Like, you got it just because it was a part of this stupid thing. Like, I got it when it was impossible to get, like, so that's, you still have bragging rights there, I think. But
I agree.
But yeah, so I've been playing that. I needed to get back on the Oddworld Soulstorm, get that platinum. I know I've said that a couple times, but now that I've got the PS5 version,
that's right.
I was thinking of just going ahead and restarting because, like, I don't know. It doesn't look like my trophies transferred over for
Really?
it.
It didn't do that? That sucks.
But I mean, I'm sure I could just go look at the PS4 version and maybe they'll still be there, but I don't know.
So your PS4 trophies will still be there. It's what I was going to say, I was like, go back to the PS4 version, get all those trophies, and then go to the PS5 version and then just auto ping all of them and get all the trophies again. But if it didn't do that already,
Yeah.
then it's not going to do it.
Oh, gotcha.
That's lame.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll just keep playing the PS4 version. I don't know.
Well, you know, it all kind of just depends. Like I have PS5 versions of PS4 games that I still want to go back and platinum, but I'm just like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. So, I mean, I'm not sure which I'll do. I might just start from scratch because why the fuck not? I love that game.
Exactly.
But, yeah, so I need to do that. I really want to get back on Fall Guys. I haven't played that in forever.
That's nice.
And I think we should do that.
I don't think so.
I think you should suck a dick and suck it up.
No,
Why? Why?
No.
I don't. I have no interest.
I am going to punch you in the vagina.
Well, joke's on you. I don't have a vagina.
Yeah, you do. It's in your face. Anyway, but yeah, no, I want to play that. I really want to get back on Phasmophobia.
Oh, dude, I haven't even thought about that game.
Really? I love that game. It's so fun. But yeah, I mean, that's really basically all I'm playing. I did download Last of Us 2,
Couldn't get that.
and I really want to jump back on
So
that.
you wanna enjoy peak
Yes.
fiction once again.
Yeah. But I might, like, my upstairs TV is a lot newer than the TV in my room. And so, you know, the TV in my room shit still doesn't look as good as it should look.
Yeah.
So I might play it upstairs.
That's like kind of the thing now. Like that's the decision that you have to make. Because my dad's been hitting me up and saying like, oh, should we get a PS5 for the boys? And I'm like, you don't really have a TV
Yeah.
that would like really benefit. Like, of course you can get a PS5 and you can like enjoy all of the PS4 games that are on it, of course.
Right.
That's part of the feature set. But like if you don't have like a TV that like you can really, really stunt out on, like I wouldn't want to play God of War, the new God of War, on a regular ass TV because it doesn't provide, that presentation doesn't provide enough for me to justify
Right.
playing it on the PS5. This, you know, it's first world problems, but you know, like if I had to play it on my computer monitor instead of the OLED downstairs, I just wouldn't really even be playing it because it's like I'm not getting the same experience that I would. And so I was like, my dad's like, should we get him a PS5? And I'm like, not really. You know, like you can still get the new Call of Duty on PS4 or, you know, which is the only thing that they're going to want to play. You know, still to this day, you don't really need a PS5.
Yeah.
You really don't.
I mean, but you could always also, because like there's, the way I look at it is, I mean, even having the PS5 on my TV downstairs, I mean, I can always upgrade my TV downstairs.
Yep.
You know, it's not like to me, I kind of would rather have the PS5 first
Of course.
because that's the thing that's going to necessitate getting a new TV.
That's right. You're right.
As opposed to the other way around,
I get that.
you know? But anyway. But yeah, no, I mean, that's basically all I'm playing.
Very cool. Well, that concludes our episode. We hope you enjoyed it. As always, you can follow us on social media.
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
On Twitter and Instagram at Nerdcorp Podcast.
Or you can shoot us an email at nerdcourtpodcast@gmail.com.
But we're leaving Twitter.
On Hive and Instagram.
Not yet.
Tumblr.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search the Nerd Corporation and look out for our green Nerd Corp logo.
If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on Patreon. Patreon.com/NerdCourtPodcast. Several tiers of loot to have access to, from stickers and shirts to extra content and bonus episodes. We'd love to thank our Nerd Corporate backers, Glenn the Simp, Fillmore, McLaurin, and Jake Hurst, and our Nerd Financial investors, Kim Nichols and Dallin Gilbert.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Fillmore. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dallin.
Bork,
Port,
bork.
port. If you can't make a monthly contribution, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/NerdCorpPodcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to do that. So, from all of us here at the Nerd Corporation, we thank you, we love you, and keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
It's boogers!
It's boogers!
It's boogers.